report. Let's bring up Ethan Finkelstein. There was a great sports story. History was made. We're in the Long Beach Historical Society. Who wants to hear about history they made in sports? Ethan is going to fill us in.
Thank you, Howie. The San Antonio Spurs made history last week by announcing that Becky Hammon, former player in the WNBA, was hired on to be an assistant coach. It is the first time that any female has been hired to be a coach in any of the major 4 American sports. She also is now the first full-time coach that is female in NBA history. As an extension of that, Hammon is a very accomplished player in her career as a WNBA player. She's one of 7 players to ever have 2,000 points. She's familiar with the game extensively. She's been playing since she was a little kid. And she's very familiar with Greg Popovich, who is the Spurs head coach, as she had spent time in practice in the off-season with the team. Hammon is considered one of the top 10 players in the history of her league, so it's no surprise that an honor would be bestowed to her like this. It's a very interesting move made by the Spurs, definitely something that wasn't entirely necessary considering that they don't really have much to rebuild from. They did win the NBA championship over the Heat last season, but nevertheless, it is progress in sports towards gender equality, and that cannot be celebrated enough. Another note from the NBA actually is Kevin Love being traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers, which gives LeBron a legitimate number 2 piece and forms a big trio with Kyrie Irving. It makes them an instant title favorite in the Eastern Conference, and it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Right now I project them at about 67, 68 wins, which is incredibly high. One last thing I'd like to mention, we had a bit of a tragedy, Howie, last night at Watkins Glen. Unfortunately, Tony Stewart, what is being reported as an accident, ran over Kevin Ward, who is 17 years old or 20, depending on the reports that have come out. And unfortunately, he succumbed to his injuries on the way to the hospital. And hearts and prayers are with his family. It's a very sad day for NASCAR as a whole. Anyway, that's it for the sports report. Back to you, Howie.
Right. Great job, Ethan. Great job.